All right, all right, all right. Here we go again. Long a time no see. All right, so we're gonna start the Ask Me Anything in a couple of seconds. We're just waiting to see that everything is up and running. It should be good. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. So like each time, this Ask Me Anything will be recorded and posted back on YouTube, so that if you submitted a question, you will be able to listen to the answer to that question later on. Um, well, I will just start right away. First, by saying I'm pretty happy to have an Ask Me Anything session again, because it's been a long time being 4 months, because the last Ask Me Anything was back in June. And some of you might think that we went on a long summer vacation, but that was actually not the case. We just before the summer vacation started, we joined the Kernel Acceleration Program, which is one of the best acceleration program for crypto projects in the sphere right now. And it was just amazing. We learned a lot. We learned to know a lot of people with a lot of knowledge, and it was super insightful for CryptoPick. Our goal was to get out of there with a clear business model and a clear token model. And we got to a really sexy token model. And the business model was associated to the token. But we realized at some point that there were a lot of issues with the legal aspects of that token model and the games that we have created, and how the token would interact with the games, leading into a lot of deception. Well, I mean, we were really feeling bad about it, because we were like, oh my God, we cannot really do what we want to do. So a lot of reflection happened during this summer, because we wanted to keep CryptoPick alive, and we wanted to make sure that, well, we could continue the project, but we knew that we had to change a lot of things pretty dramatically. So this summer was a lot of brainstorming of how we could get there, how we could create something with a viable business model, because as a lot of you might know, it's fun to start a project, but any project that's going to be there for the long term needs to have a reliable business model, because in the end, if the business model is good for the project, it will make it possible for the project to keep on growing and to develop more and more crazy stuff. So so that's what we've been actually doing this summer. We didn't just go on a summer vacation. There was a lot of reflection and work behind the changes we had to do with CryptoPick. So let me remind you that you can join our giveaway during this Ask Me Anything. So you just have to go to the link that you can see right below, and it's the link that you see on your screen right now. I will make myself a bit smaller. So it's the link right here. By joining this link, you will get 100 Pickies sent to your account, and you will have a chance to win an NFT, because we will do a live giveaway at the end of the session. You simply have to fill in your CryptoPick username in the form by going to the link that's right here. So like every time, we're going to go through the achievements and updates of the last month, well, here of the last months, the future we are working on, and then we'll go to the Ask Me Anything, where we will answer the questions that people have submitted up front by filling in the form. Now, if you have any questions while watching this, simply post them in the chat on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, and normally we will see it and we will also try to answer it. So let's go. What have we achieved? Well, like I just explained in the beginning, it was more of a big reflection the whole summer of what we were going to do with CryptoPick, and how we were going to change things up to have a viable business model. And this has led to the release of CryptoPick 2.0. So that we released now almost 2 weeks ago. And that's basically everything that we have achieved, but even if it's only one phrase on the screen, it was a lot of work to first find what we would do, secondly, develop it, and then thirdly, have it ready to put in production to test it with you guys. So yeah, so we are pretty stoked about it. So this is a pretty big change. We also removed the previous games that were already on the platform, so the Up Down and the Moon Doom, because we really want to focus on this new type of game that we have created and get the maximal feedback from you guys. This doesn't mean that at some point we will not bring back the old games in a form or another. Certainly not. But right now, the main focus is around the new game mode. Well, not game mode, but the new game type, like most of you have already played, and all the game modes that we can develop around that. But so that's what we have done. After all the work, we're pretty happy that it's live, and we are super stoked about all the feedback that we've received from you guys, because we've already done a lot of changes based on your feedback, and we are working on a lot of other stuff to implement pretty soon. So now let's dive in the future we are working on, because that's really the exciting part here. We have published an article which is explaining what CryptoPick 2.0 is, why we had to do this change, and what we wanted to keep. But we also published the roadmap. So I'll go through the roadmap here with you guys, because I think it's pretty interesting to give some explanations around some points. So 2021 Q4, so that's between now and the end of the year. Well, we have already released the CryptoPick 2.0 beta, and we're gonna make a lot of changes to it based on your feedback. Then we also want to release the Battle Royale game mode. So the Battle Royale game mode is the same as the duos, but in a form where 100 people join a game, and every 30 seconds, for example, half of the players get eliminated based on who are the best right at that moment in time. So it's really like a battle royale game where everyone gets eliminated, and at the end of the game, there's only one person remaining. But for us to release this game mode, of course, there need to be enough players online. If you know that one battle royale would have 100 players in them, well, we need to have at least 300 people online all the time, so that people can join the game mode and actually play a game. It is possible that we will start with Battle Royale with less people, so maybe with like 25 people, 50 people, whatever. But that's one of the big goals, is to release this new game mode before the end of the year. Then there are the NFTs that are required. What do we mean by this? Is that, as you guys know, the CryptoPick NFTs have always been about having a utility in the game, as we are completely certain of the aspect that if an NFT has a utility in a game, it will have value. And we're gonna basically do a bit of the same as Axie Infinity, which means that people will need the CryptoPick NFTs in order to play the game. Now, not 100%. What do I mean by this? Is that in Axie Infinity, you cannot play the game if you don't have Axies. Here, we will make it possible for people to play the game completely for free, but you will be restricted to certain game types, and you will also be restricted in the amount of games you can play per day. Because the end goal is that Pickies will become a cryptocurrency, and that by playing CryptoPick, you will be earning money. And we want to put a certain restriction to the amount of Pickies players can win, and this will be based mostly on the NFTs that they own. So a player who has no NFTs from CryptoPick will be able to play the game, but he will not be able to play all games and not play the whole day. So you will not be able to get the most out of CryptoPick. When players who have NFTs will be able to play all of the game types, game modes, I mean, and will be able to play games all day, so that they can earn Pickies, and so earn money actually during the whole day. But this is a really important aspect, because the NFTs are a super big part of CryptoPick, and we always wanted to create a lot of utility for it, and it will come, and it will be way more important than what we anticipated before. Then there are the daily quests. So the daily quests is something that will be implemented pretty soon. It's something that, well, when you come on CryptoPick every day, you will be able to do some simple tasks like play 5 games, like do a daily check-in, and maybe a couple of other tasks. And by doing these tasks every day, you will get some pickies in return. So this is a way for people that cannot play actively the whole day. They will still be able to log in on CryptoPick every day, do their quests, and get some pickies in exchange. And we think it's really cool that people have a reason to come back every day, and even if they are not the best in CPR in the duels, for example, they still get some rewards by playing actively and by being there every day. Then multi coins. What do we mean by this? Is that right now the games are all based on Bitcoin. So it means that if you play a duel, you will always be playing on the chart of Bitcoin. The goal is that we will add different coins so that you can also, for example, play a game on Dogecoin or on Ethereum. And we also want to implement it in a form where it's a bit like Mario Kart, where you have to select the map on which you're gonna race. Well, here in the beginning of a game, I'm mostly talking about the battle royale games. Several coins will be presented to everyone who joined the game. Everyone can vote on the coin that they would like to trade on, and the coin with the most votes will be picked and will be the coin on which everyone plays. So it's exactly a bit the same as selecting a track on Mario Kart, but here it will be selecting a coin on which you're going to play the game. So that's all the stuff, the main stuff we want to get out before the end of the year. But of course, there are a lot of other implementations and things we will add because of the feedback that you guys have given us, and some ideas that come up in the short term, and that we're like, okay, we really need to add this, so it will be added. And we have a couple things that we're already working on, because I talked about the daily quests, but there will also be something like the daily challenges, which means that every day there will be in the leaderboard somewhere the player who had the highest score, the player who had the most games won, the player who had the biggest winning streak, and so on and so on. All these kind of challenges where every day someone will be the winner of that challenge, so that even if you're not the best TPR for that day, you will potentially get the highest score in a game or whatever. And the goal is really to have a lot of things that people can try to reach every day while playing CryptoPick. Then for 2022 Q1, the biggest thing and the thing that everyone has been waiting for, including ourselves, Pickies will become a token. So this is really important, well, for you guys and also for us. And just in general, for everyone to understand, is that Pickies will become a cryptocurrency. So you will be able to sell your Pickies directly on marketplaces for another crypto, and then maybe sell it for cash, but it will become a cryptocurrency. And it's also important to understand is because right now most people really play to earn the Ethereum from the leaderboard, or back in the days from the tournaments. But the end goal is that everything people earn by playing CryptoPick will become Pickies, and Pickies will have value. So by playing the game like today, if you play a duel, yes, you gain or you lose CPR, but you also win Pickies if you actually win the duel. And you should be super happy about it because you actually want something that will become a cryptocurrency. Of course, once it's a cryptocurrency, it will be even more intuitive for people, and people will like, okay, this is amazing. A bit like in Axie Infinity, you have the smooth love potion, which people earn by playing the game, and it's like the main reason why people play the game. It's because they earn these smooth love potions, and it can be sold to other players because they need it to create Axies. Well, it will be the same here. People will be earning Pickies by playing CryptoPick, and the Pickies will be needed for really important things in the CryptoPick ecosystem. And I will come back to that in a couple of seconds. But so this is a huge milestone everyone has been waiting on. We are super excited about it, but it will be for beginning of next year. but this means exactly the same as we had with the NFTs. All the pickies that people have right now will be convertible to cryptocurrency. So it's not like you're gonna lose your pickies. Every picky that you have on your CryptoPick account right now will be convertible to a cryptocurrency once we do the release. So this is really important because what all the pickies that you earn right now, you will be able to convert them to pickies as a cryptocurrency. And so you're actually gonna be amongst the first people to have the picky cryptocurrency. So yeah, so I would just say have bear that in mind and think about it, and stack up those pickies, because it might become really important and interesting to have them. Second thing for Q1 is the CryptoPick DAO. So a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. Basically, it means that the whole project is governed also by the community. So it means that the community can also decide about what direction CryptoPick will be going. And we're going to implement a first really simplified version of this beginning of next year, where, well, for example, if we want to create a new game mode, we can ask the community to vote on which game mode they would prefer. And based on the community vote, we will put the priority on developing this. And it will be based on the CryptoPick NFTs that people own, and also on Pickies. So it means that someone who has a lot of CryptoPick NFTs and Pickies will have a bigger voting right than someone who has none. So everyone can vote on them, but people who have Pickies or CryptoPick NFTs will certainly have more voting power. Then we are thinking about adding the deathmatch game type. So this is a game mode where people will start with like 32 players, and each time you get a duel against another player and you eliminate one of them, and you continue this until only one player remains. And then there are the NFT sales. The NFT sales is something that a lot of people have been asking about, and the NFT sales is something we're gonna certainly release again. It's important for us to release new NFTs, but we're only gonna do that in Q1, because now we want first the NFTs to have utility in the game, so that people actually go to the secondary market and buy the NFTs from other players who already own them today, because they know they need them to play the game. But in beginning of next year, we will be releasing new NFTs. Now, it's important to note that these new NFTs will be sold not for pickies in a first stage. What do I mean by this is that until now, the NFTs had to be bought with pickies, but pickies will become a cryptocurrency. And between the moment that it's not a cryptocurrency and it becomes a cryptocurrency, if we sell NFTs, it will more than probably be for Matic or Ethereum. So that for us, it's also a way to raise money from the community. But if Pickies become a cryptocurrency, it's more than probable that the sales will be in Pickies. Then for Q2, we're gonna integrate the stocks. So this is also pretty huge. We've always been a really niche product, with everything being about the crypto prices. Well, the ambition is to go way beyond that and to become a platform where everyone can come and play, because you will not only be able to do a duel on Bitcoin, but you will also be able to do a duel on Tesla stocks, for example. So you will be able to play CryptoPick games not only for cryptocurrencies, but also stocks from the normal stock market. And then, I think one of the most anticipated updates and big updates that we will be working on is for Q2 is the NFT blacksmith. So it's the blacksmith is basically the place where people can use their pickies and will have to use their pickies. So we're gonna release the NFT abilities. So it means that the CryptoPick NFTs will give you abilities in the games. So just like in a duel right now, you will be able to freeze your opponent for like 30 seconds that they cannot open or close a trade. You will be able to blur their chart. You will be able to activate the boost so that you get more score for like 50 seconds. You will have a lot of different abilities that your NFTs will give you, so that the duels become way more fun and gamified than just long or short and close your trade. It will be really about also activating these abilities to fuck around with your opponent and also to give yourself certain bonuses. And these abilities will come from your NFTs, but it will not come from the NFTs that you actually have right now, because right now the NFTs are three different pieces. So you have the pipe, the base, and the clouds. And you will have to merge these three different parts to get one complete cloud. And this welding, it's how we're going to call it, is going to happen at the blacksmith. So the blacksmith will ask you to give the three pieces, and he will make one new NFT that it's a complete cloud out of it. And you will have to pay Pickies for him to do that. And then there will also be the forging. The forging is basically the same as breeding Axis in Axie Infinity or any other NFT game. So forging is a way to create new full clouds. When you have two full clouds, you will be able to go to the blacksmith and give him two clouds and Pickies, and he will create a new cloud out of that, and he will give you back your two clouds and a new cloud also. So what is really important about Q2 is that there will be abilities associated to NFTs, and that there will be the blacksmith where you can interact with your NFTs and Pickies. So Pickies will become mandatory for the CryptoPick ecosystem, because in order to actually weld or forge CryptoPick NFTs, you will need Pickies. So people will always need Pickies so that they can create new NFTs to sell to people who want to play CryptoPick tomorrow. And then Q3, well, we're gonna create more than probably our own NFT marketplace. So right now you can go to Venly or OpenSea to buy and sell CryptoPick NFTs, but it will be, we think, way easier if players can do that directly on the CryptoPick marketplace. And yeah, so that's a huge update we are working on, but that's for Q3, so that's in a long time. And we're also, but it's a really important one, and it's going to be a huge difference, because it means that if you buy an NFT from CryptoPick, you will be able to sell it directly on CryptoPick, but you will also be able, if you start the game and you need an NFT to play it, you can directly buy it from other players on the website itself. So that's super important. And then we will also be releasing the team matches for Q3, which is, well, games where you have to create a team and you will fight other teams. We're super excited about this because it's something people have been talking about for a while now. And now we see how we're going to implement it. So it's just a matter of time. And there's a lot of more stuff that's going to happen. Of course, this road might change a bit, but these are the big lines and the big milestones we're aiming to reach, and for when we are aiming to reach them. All right. So yeah, let's get to the Ask Me Anything. Again, I'm just gonna repeat what I said in the beginning. Everyone who's watching this right now, go to the link that you see below in the banner, or just the link that you see here in the middle of the screen. So it's the bit.ly AMA giveaway link. If you go to that, you can fill in your CryptoPick username, and you will be getting 100 Pickies on your account. And you also have a chance to win an NFT, because at the end of the Ask Me Anything, I will take all the names of people who actually filled in the form and do a wheel of fortune, where one winner will be selected and he will be winning an NFT. I will quickly take a little sip here. All right. Well, for the Ask Me Anything, we're gonna try out a new format. Normally, I just read the questions and I answer them. We're gonna try something new here. We're gonna bring Cool Crypto on board, who's gonna ask me the questions that you guys have submitted, and we're gonna see how that works out. So yeah, this is the first time. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna bring Cool Crypto here, and then I'm gonna do just like this. So I don't know if you are hearing me, Cool Crypto.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Nice to
Hello, pickers. Hello, Mr. Crypto Rising.
nice to have you here. I think it's a thing we're gonna try, but that's gonna be really cool to continue in the future. Is to have more people from the CryptoPick team during these Ask Me Anything questions and do some interaction. Before we start the questions, yeah, I'm super happy that you're here. But I also wanted to share something with the community is that we're also looking to onboard community moderators, and we have recently onboarded David, who is also, well, he has been part of the crypto pick community for a while now, super active community member, and he now joined also as a community moderator, meaning that yeah, he will be in the in-game chat, but he's more gonna be focused on our Discord channel because the goal is also to continue building our Discord channel. So welcome on board, David. We are looking forward to the future. Well, let's go and dive into the questions. I will show the questions here, but I will let you ask them to me, and let's see if we can answer them.
Yeah, we've got a set of questions by Raftijo. Um, is in new games, NFT skin power going to be used? And other one about NFT, or what is the use case coming for holding our NFT skins?
Yes. Well, I think most of the questions I maybe answered them by going through the roadmap, but yeah. So it's a really good question because it's what everybody is wondering. It's like, okay, we have the CryptoPick NFTs, but what are they gonna be used for? What's the advantage of actually holding them? And like I said during the roadmap, they're gonna become essential to play CryptoPick. If you don't have CryptoPick NFTs and you want to play the game, it will not be possible to get access to everything and to get the most out of it. It will be really important to own at least some CryptoPick NFTs so that you unlock some game modes. So, for example, maybe you cannot play the duels if you don't have at least one CryptoPick NFT. Um, but you will also, depending on the amount of NFTs you own, you will be able to play more games in a day or less games in a day. So I think that answers the question, right?
You did. Other question by Raftijo. What the tokenomics going to look like? And any new token other than Pickies coming into play?
Okay, really good questions, Ravitcho. And if we don't say your name correctly, let us know. It's a bit difficult sometimes to know how to pronounce every name, but so the tokenomics are gonna look like something pretty simple, but really crucial. Meaning that um, most of the tokens will be in a reward pool. The reward pool is used to reward players who actually play the game. So by playing CryptoPick and winning games, or by winning the leaderboard or whatever, you will be earning pickies, and all these pickies come out of the reward pool. And then people who earn these pickies will be able to use them themselves with the blacksmith, or sell them to other people who want to use them at the blacksmith because they want to create new NFTs. So people play, earn pickies, sell them to people who need them at the blacksmith, and then once they are paid to the blacksmith, these pickies, a portion might get burned, a big portion goes back to the reward pool, and a portion goes to the development of the project. And this is also where our business model is partially coming from. All the pickies that are being used at the blacksmith, one portion of that will go back to us so that we can use it to continue develop the project. But also, we intend to have it being part of the DAO. So you will be, by having pickies, you will also have voting power in the DAO, and more things to come. But I think for now, until we really would have a reason that is super important to create another token, we would not create a secondary token. I think a lot of projects have a lot of different tokens, which certainly can be interesting and a good thing. But yeah, we think we should focus everything on pickies and have at least one token that works really well, that is, well, creating the whole tokenomics of CryptoPick, and that it has a lot of value because it's being used everywhere. Having a token that's only a token for the DAO, yeah, it's a possibility, but I don't think we will do so. I think we will also have the DAO be using Pickies so that everything is focused on Pickies. Yeah, I think that's what I would say.
Okay, last question from Frankie0510. What is Picky for? Good question.
Well, I think it's what I've been saying over the past minutes, but yeah, Pickies is what people earn by playing CryptoPick, and they will be reused by other people or by yourself to create new NFTs and to vote in our DAO. And you might need the Pickies for other things on the platform in the future. But yeah, the Pickies is gonna be the CryptoPick cryptocurrency. So it means that it's one of the ways to invest in the future of CryptoPick. It's something that people will need to play CryptoPick, to interact with our NFTs. So it's, yeah, you have CryptoPick, you have the CryptoPick NFTs, and you have the Pickies. The Pickies and the CryptoPick NFTs are all crucial part of the whole CryptoPick ecosystem. So yeah.
Right. Another question from TopSpot. Since purchases on Pickies, the 1,000 Pickies equivalent to $10. If Pickies become tokens, there is possibility that 100 Pickies equivalent to $1 at first launch.
It's a good question. So yeah, right now, well, especially before, when we sold NFTs, we wanted to make it possible for people who didn't have enough Pickies to buy the Pickies for dollar prices, and that's the price we set. So 1,000 Pickies cost $10, and we will remove this option pretty soon because the goal is not to sell Pickies. The goal is to give out Pickies to players who play CryptoPick so that they can actually sell it to people who need it. So yeah, this option might disappear very soon. So if you want to buy Pickies, I would say maybe do it before it's gone. But that being said, this price might certainly be something people use to create a first price for the Pickies as a cryptocurrency, but I don't think you should really rely on it. What I mean by this is that Pickies might be worth a lot less or might be worth a lot more. It's gonna be purely based on the market demand and the what people offer. If there's a lot of people demanding Pickies and not a lot of people selling them, the price will go up, and the other way around. But I'm pretty sure that in the beginning, the price might go down and might be pretty low because a lot of people have Pickies and they might just be waiting for one thing, and that's to sell these Pickies. But I'm pretty sure as well that if CryptoPick continues to grow, how we intend to make it grow, because we have some huge plans for CryptoPick, well, Picky might actually be worth a lot of money. But that's something that nobody can say upfront, because now it's easy to say, yeah, we sell Pickies for that price because we established that price. But once Pickies become a cryptocurrency, it's the market that dictates the price. So it's going to be purely based on what people think that's the value of a Pickie. And it's also a super exciting aspect of it. I mean, I've been in crypto since 2015. Cryptocurrencies from projects and the value that it is and how much they are worth is always a big question, and it's a big part of the project. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what people think a Pickie is worth and how it's going to evolve. But yeah, so we'll have to wait to see what the market gives as a price indicator on this.
Okay. Next question. It's not a question, it's a suggestion by Ahmad. Please add indicators to the chart so that it is easier for us to determine ups and downs. Thanks. Great project. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Agmat, and thank you for everyone who submitted questions. So it's something that several people has been asking, and we also wanted to implement this pretty fast when we were creating the new version. The problem is that we can technically not do it today. Why? Because we use TradingView widget to have the live price being shown, and we cannot add these elements on the chart right now. We might be able to do it later on, because we've been looking into how we could do it, but it's a bit more complicated, and we'll have to do a lot of changes for us to achieve this. So yeah, we might add it in the future, but we will not be able to add it in the near future, simply because it's technically not doable the way everything has been developed right now, and the way the TradingView widget works right now. But it's certainly something that is on our list of things to add if we can do it technically. So thank you for the suggestion. It's a great idea.
Okay. Lot of question in pain mind. What about hourly, daily, and weekly tournaments? Back or not? And no more NFT drops again?
So to already answer that, so the hourly, daily, and weekly tournament, back or not? Well, for now, the tournaments that people used to play, which were based on the Moon Doom game, well, it's been removed because, well, there is no more Moon Doom game right now, and we have created something a bit similar with leaderboard standings, where people can earn well, rewards, Ethereum, by playing the duels and having high CPR. It was actually weekly, and we have now changed it to daily, so that it's not every week that the winners get picked of the highest CPR, but it's every day. And this should also already make it a bit more exciting. But right now, we're not gonna put the old format back, but we might add something similar to what there was back in the days in the future, but not directly. It's gonna be we're really gonna focus on the new game style, and see how we can get the most out of this, and get a lot of people to be excited about this, because we have now just launched it without making too much noise. We haven't even sent an email to the 40,000 people who created an account on CryptoPick, and we haven't started doing any communication around this new game. So we first want to really test everything out with you guys, the active players, get your feedback, and make it better and better. The goal is really to make the duels right now something so good that you don't want anything from back in the days. That you are having a lot of fun with this, and that you're not thinking like, hey, where is the Moon Doom or where is the Down, but that you fully enjoy actually the new game. What I do understand, and it's a bit of a difficult point, is that the new game mode is super active compared to the previous game modes where were super passive. So for people who don't have a lot of time, it's a bit harder to play CryptoPick today, because it's something way more active, and that's something we had some choice we had to make, is to say, yeah, we're gonna create games that are more active, because we want active community, and we want them to play our games more and more. So yeah, but we still want to create something that people who cannot play super actively can still participate in CryptoPick and the CryptoPick ecosystem. But we'll have to see how we implement this exactly. But we totally understand that for some players it's a bit yeah, how to say, sad, that they are like, yeah, but I cannot play the whole day, so it's difficult for me to play the new game. The old games were a better format. But yeah, we'll see how this evolves. But yeah, we'll see. Then no more NFT drops again. I talked about it earlier on the roadmap. So the new NFT drops will be for beginning of next year, because we will first want to focus on creating utility in CryptoPick for the CryptoPick NFT, so that people actually need them to play CryptoPick, so that they want to buy them, so that they can really enjoy CryptoPick. and we first want people to go to the secondary market and buy NFTs from people who already own them today, so that the secondary market really gets a lot of activity. And after that, we will be releasing new NFT drops. I can already tell you that we're already creating the new NFTs, and we already have some really cool designs, but you will have to wait before this NFT drop comes out.
What to do now with Picky?
And a lot of questions in mind. Well, yeah, like I already told several times during this AMA, Picky, I would just say hold on them, because it will become a cryptocurrency, so you will be able to sell it on a market directly. Yeah, what to do now? Simply play and earn Pickies, and hold on to them. And once it becomes a cryptocurrency, you will be able to get the most out of it. So that's the main news right now, is to really just try to earn as much as possible Pickies in anticipation that it will become a cryptocurrency. And after that, you will need it to interact with your NFT. So if you have CryptoPick NFTs and you have Pickies, that's great, because when the blacksmith is going to come out, you will be able to immediately be one of the first to create something special with your NFTs and to enjoy it in the game and get some advantages out of it.
Cool. Question by Alter13. When the new daily quests will appear on site?
Thank you for congrats on the new version, Alter. Well, the daily quests will appear, I cannot say immediately, but it will be before the end of the year, and I think it will be before the end of, let's say, a month. So yeah, it's something we're working on, and at least the first version of the daily quest will appear, I think, around mid-November, the latest, but it might be sooner. We'll see about that. But we know a lot of people are waiting for it, and we're also pretty excited to launch them. So yeah, an exact date I cannot tell you. I can just tell you it's before the end of the year, and it's gonna be not too long.
A suggestion by Ramakrishna. Provide an internet marketplace for web trading NFTs, Ethereum, and Pickies. Thanks.
All right. Well, I don't know how you guys did it, but you have a lot of questions that were already, in a way or another, anticipated on our roadmap. So that's really cool. Like I said, we anticipate to create our own marketplace in Q3 of next year, where you will be able to buy and sell your NFTs to other players. You will probably not be able to do anything with Ethereum, because we plan to remove Ethereum once Pickies has become a cryptocurrency. Everything will be done in Pickies, so there will be no more Ethereum. But rest assured that you will be able to withdraw your Ethereum if you have some. So yeah, so it will be a marketplace for the NFTs mostly, and Pickies, I don't think you will be able to buy and sell them directly on the marketplace. You will just go to crypto exchanges or swapping protocols like Uniswap or any other, especially because it's going to be a Matic, so it's going to be a Uniswap but on Matic. But yeah, we plan to add this.
Okay, another question by Sailorpunks. On OpenSea, your description says earn crypto, but I don't see any crypto in Picky's shop. I don't even see any NFT items.
All right, so I'm not 100% sure I exactly understand what you mean, but yeah, so what I do understand is that if you go in the shop right now, you see that there are no NFTs for sale, and that you can buy them on the secondary market, so OpenSea or Venly market, which is why, because the shop is a place where we sell NFTs in exchange for Pickies. Seeing there is no NFT sale right now, because all the NFT sales are finished for now, the only way to buy an NFT from CryptoPick is to buy it from other players on Venly or OpenSea. But yeah, so that's, I think, maybe the confusion is coming from there. So there is no, because it's not a marketplace or shop, that's what I've been saying, is that we're gonna create a marketplace in the future. But right now, the marketplace is Venly or OpenSea, because you can buy or sell your NFTs from CryptoPick there. So yeah. I think that wraps up the question. If it's not clear, just ask us in the chat what you exactly meant. We would be glad to answer it. So I think that's the end of the questions. Cool Crypto. I don't know if anybody else posted any question in the chat.
No, there's no other question.
No more questions in the chat. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for everyone who submitted any question. For those of you who are watching this and are wondering how you can submit questions for the Ask Me Anything, well, you can do so by using a form that we post on all social media, on CryptoPick itself, on our Discord, and so on. Before the Ask Me Anything question happens, we post it a couple of days upfront, so you just have to fill in that form. But if you don't want to wait for a reply to questions you have, always feel free to just post them on our Discord or post them in the in-game chat. You will more than likely get an answer pretty soon to it, because we're always trying to look at all the feedback and questions you guys have. So yeah, don't hesitate on that part. That's really cool. So thank you all. I will finish this up by going through the people who have submitted their name for the giveaway. So there are not a lot of people who actually submitted their name, so that's a good thing for the people who are here and submitted their names. The chances are big of winning an NFT. Which NFT you're gonna win is gonna be announced pretty soon. It's gonna be one NFT from the CryptoPick Vault. As some of you might know, you can always check out on CryptoPick itself. There is a player that is called CryptoPick Vault, which is actually the vault of all the NFTs that CryptoPick as a project owns, and so these are used for giveaways and things like this. So you will be earning one of those. We will send you a message to announce you which NFT you have won, and you will get it on your account sent out by us. So let's do this little wheel of fortune. So there are 6 people who participated: Odir Crypto, the Nip, Happy Gamer, MC93, the Zephyr, and Traumatise. So I will just say a good luck to the 6 of you. That's great to have. Normally there are way more people, so it's a really cool thing that you have a lot of chance to win. So good luck to all of you, and let the best win. Let's get ready to rumble. Well, congratulations, Traumatise. Well, that's funny. That's cool. We will be getting in contact with you, and you have earned yourself a CryptoPick NFT. So congrats on that. And well, for all of you watching this, guys, I would say be there next time so that you're sure that you can join the giveaway and submit your questions for next time. And we will be seeing each other on the battleground. So peace out and have a great evening, day, for those who it's still early and those who it's late. So peace.